Judge restores Obama-era drilling ban in Arctic. President Donald Trump exceeded his authority when he reversed bans on offshore drilling in vast parts of the Arctic Ocean and dozens of canyons in the Atlantic Ocean, a U.S. judge said in a ruling that restored the Obama-era restrictions. U.S. District Court Judge Sharon Gleeson in a decision late Friday threw out Trump's executive order that overturned the bans that comprised a key part of Obama's environmental legacy. Presidents have the power under a federal law to remove certain lands from development but cannot revoke those removals, Gleeson said. A message left Saturday for the Department of Justice was not immediately returned. The American Petroleum Institute, a defendant in the case, disagreed with the ruling. Eric Grafe, an attorney with Earth Justice, welcomed the ruling, saying it shows Earth Justice represented numerous environmental groups that sued the Trump administration over the April 2017 executive order reversing the drilling bans. At issue in the case, Acting Assistant U.S. Attorney General Jeffrey Wood said during a hearing before Gleeson in November that environmental groups were misinterpreting the intent of the law written in 1953. He said, in 2015, Obama halted exploration in coastal areas of the Beaufort and Chukchi Seas and the Hannah Shoal, an important area for walrus. In late 2016, the bans were intended to protect polar bears, walruses, ice seals and Alaska Native villages that depend on the animals. In the Atlantic, Obama banned exploration in 5,937 square miles, 15,377 square kilometers of underwater canyon complexes, citing their importance for marine mammals, deep water corals, valuable fish populations and migratory whales.